What's up, Met fans? This is Randy with the All Things Mets channel, and today I got some news for you guys. The qualifying offers that the Mets gave Sean Manea, Luis Severino, and Pete Alonso have been denied. Yes, they have been denied. Sean Manea has denied the qualifying offer. Luis Severino has denied the $21 million qualifying offer. And Pete Alonso obviously was going to deny the qualifying offer. So let's get right into this video, guys. When it comes to Sean Manea, Luis Severino, Pete Alonso, we knew that Sean Manea was not going to accept the qualifying offer and come back to the Mets on that. And Pete Alonso, no way in hell he was going to accept the qualifying offer. These guys want long-term contracts, and Luis Severino wants a long-term contract as well. When it comes to Sean Manea, he was, in 2024, 12-6 with a 3.47 ERA. He pitched really, really good. Very impressive year for Sean Manea. And Sean Manea seems to be getting better and better. And good on him. Good for him. And I'm happy for him. But when it comes to the Mets, where would the Mets be without Sean Manea, without Severino? Nowhere. Nowhere. So these guys were very, very important. Pitching is very, very important. And Luis Severino was probably the only realistic one because of his injury history that would have accepted the $21 million qualifying offer for 1 year. He's the only one that realistically would have did it because of his injury history. But Luis Severino and Sean Manea, they're betting on themselves. And good on them. Luis Severino's a little younger. Sean Manea is about to be 33 when the season starts in 2025. So is he going to get the 3-year contract, 4-year, 5-year contract he wants? Probably not. But when it comes to the New York Mets, are you offering Sean Manea a 3-year contract, a 4-year contract? Probably not. I don't see the Mets offering that type of contract to Sean Manea. Maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, maybe. But at the end of the day, you got to look at the age, and you got to look at that. You really got to look at that. But Sean Manea, credit to Sean Manea for getting better. Because before the start of the season in 2024, he developed that sweeper. And then in 2024 with the New York Mets, he was pitching pretty good. But then he saw Chris Sale pitch against the New York Mets. And he was so inspired by the delivery that he basically copied it himself. He copied what Chris Sale was doing, and it was working. He elevated that fastball, and he changed his whole delivery. So great on Sean Manea for getting better. And Sean Manea deserves maybe a 2-year, 3-year contract for pitching out of his mind in 2024. And who knows, maybe it was a lucky year, maybe it wasn't. But I think Sean Manea pitched pretty good. And I think he does deserve a contract. He does deserve a long-term contract, whether it is 2 years, 3 years. But when you look at age in pitching, you got to pay attention. Because obviously you see injuries like Clayton Kershaw. You see other injuries. You've seen Steven Strasburg. You've seen those type of injuries in baseball. It happens. It's pitching. Anyone can get injured when they're a pitcher. Anyone can get injured in general. But Luis Severino was the only realistic guy to accept that qualifying offer. And he's not going to do it. He's younger than Sean Manea, and he's going to bet on himself. And good on him for betting on himself. I think Luis Severino had a great bounce-back year, 11-7 with a 3.91 ERA. Listen, the ERA isn't the best in the world, but he developed that sweeper. His fastball looked pretty good, and he looked like himself. And he was healthy. He pitched in 31 games in 2024, so great on him. And he pitched in the postseason. So health is important, and obviously it was very, very important for Luis Severino because he had to prove a point that he can be healthy, that he can pitch. And Pete Alonso, we knew that Pete Alonso was not going to accept the qualifying offer, and the only reason the Mets gave those qualifying offers really out was to get some draft pick compensation if they sign anywhere else, because that is important. You got to get something, right? You want to get something. If these guys leave your organization, you want to get something. And if Pete Alonso leaves, the Mets get some draft pick compensation if they sign somewhere else. So good on that. And Pete Alonso did not have his best year as a New York Met. He has his worst year as a New York Met. He still hit 30-something home runs. It was an okay year for Pete Alonso's standards, in my opinion. I think Pete Alonso, the thing about him is his exit velocity, year by year, it's degrading. It's going down. And his age is important. His defense is important. There's a lot to think about when giving Pete Alonso a long-term contract. So whatever the Mets do, we'll see. But this is something that I had to talk about. Because if there's any really guy that the Mets should bring back, in my opinion, it should be Sean Manea. Because he pitched out of his mind. He pitched really good. He would give you a solidified starter for the next couple of years. And maybe he won't have an amazing year, but he'll be serviceable. He would. And the way he looks like he's getting better is impressive. Because he's getting older and he's getting better. That is important. So you got to look at that. Luis Severino, I want him to come back, but I don't think that Luis Severino is going to come back to the New York Mets. So if there's any guy to come back, I think out of the three, it would be Sean Manea. So let me know, guys, who do you think the New York Mets should sign? Sean Manea, Luis Severino, or Pete Alonso back? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling. And if you enjoyed the video, definitely do me a favor. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Randy with the All Things Mets channel. You guys are awesome. Stay blessed. LFGM for life always.